Hey guys, Lucky here, and Adam Fletcher, aka Pez Radar, the community manager of Diablo, has just announced the patch changes for 2.6, and there's some crazy stuff in here. Let's go through it together. I looked through it real quick, and I had to make a video. I mean, this stuff is absolutely meta shifting, meta changing. Ladder Season 3 will begin on February 16th. We have that. We have the times, 5 p.m. PST. 8 p.m. Eastern, if you're like me. Information on how to get your stash items. 8 new rune words, okay? And now they changed these rune words from where they were before to what they are now. So they've kept some of them the same, but any changes are going to be here in red. So we can see immediately that Cure was updated to add a level 1 cleansing aura when equipped, which is really cool. I don't think it really changes Cure. I don't think it's going to be that great, going forward. But definitely a buff to where it was, because previously I don't think anyone would have used it ever. So ground stays the same. Hearth. Now this one's interesting. Cannot be frozen. This is a great early option to get cannot be frozen for a very cheap price. So I like the addition of cannot be frozen to the Hearth rune word. These are all the Helm rune words. Hustle got a lot of changes. Changes to both the armor and the weapon. So the armor, we're looking at buffs for faster run walk, increase attack speed up to 40%, 6 to evade, and 10 all res. This is an insane armor now for like a mercenary, even with the all res with evade. It adds a bunch of survivability. It's adding more faster run walk, ton of IAS, so a great just melee armor in general. Clearly a boost there. Hustle weapon burst of speed got nerfed a little bit from 9 to 1, but a level 1 fanaticism aura was added. So this is sort of a change in terms of they didn't really want Hustle to be, I guess, like a pre-buff item only. So this encourages you to use it by getting the level 1 fanaticism aura, which is insane. Like, that's a really good boost for a weapon. ED was also boosted up. So not only are you getting a boost in ED from the fanaticism, you're also getting on weapon ED boost from where it was before. Mosaic. All right. This one was my claw, or the claw that I got to reveal. I see a little bit of an error, but this Thul was actually removed, and now it's going to be an AM. So you can see down here, there's no cold damage, but the big thing here is 50% chance to not consume charges. And then when a finisher is executed this way, it now refreshes the expiration stat timer of that stack. This essentially, if you have 2 of these on, you will never use all of your stacks anymore. Like you will maintain your 3 stacks and your maximum damage output the entire time. I'm really excited about this one because it was the claw that I got to reveal. And there's also another huge boost here, which is +% cold skill damage, lightning skill damage, and fire skill damage. So if you're Phoenix Strike, you're getting an additional 8 to 15% damage on all your damage types. That was just added to this claw. So, I mean, it was already pretty cool before, but now it's just insane. Previously, these damages didn't work on Phoenix Strike, but we're going to get to it in a little bit. That was fixed, as long as some other changes to Assassin that I'm super excited about, like almost even more than Mosaic and the martial arts. Metamorphosis had a few changes, nothing much, just a little bonus to attack rating. And then the crushing blow was no longer in bear form. Now you just get the 25% crushing blow regardless, just from wearing the helm. So that's really cool. Some notes. Herodic cube recipes to upgrade set items will now be on non-ladder. It will be non-ladder, and Sunder Charms are coming to non-ladder. Terror zones are now available in offline games. So all you offline players, single player players, you're going to be able to do terror zones offline, which I think is really cool. There were some changes to the terror zones. So anything in red is added. We'll just go through these real quick. You see Ancient Tunnels, really cool. Great Marsh. Some Act 5 areas. Very cool. Gameplay. Okay. So this one is absolutely crazy. I gotta go right to the Assassin. I'm sorry, but Assassin's trap skills now benefit from minus enemy res. Stop it. Like, I've been dying for this in Diablo 2 Resurrected. I've played a lot of Diablo 2 mods and they've all had this. Trap Assassin skills are going to scale insanely well now, especially combined with a Sunder Charm, because now you can get Pierce and your damage is going to just go crazy. Previously, to something that you broke a Sunder Charm, you can only deal 5% damage. Every 5% of Pierce now on top of that is basically going to be 100% damage increase on top of anything that was previously sundered. So not only are light traps going to benefit from this, but I'd really love to see what fire traps are capable of, because that Wake of Fire AoE is insane. It's huge. There's a lot of great fixes to Amazon auras as well. But the other one I want to look at is this Cold Mastery. So Cold Mastery got nerfed significantly. So previously, when you broke an immune with a Sunder Charm, your Cold Mastery applied at 100% effectiveness. So essentially, if you had minus 195 enemy res on your Cold Mastery, you were doing an insane amount of damage. The enemy res was minus 100, and that's no longer the case. So essentially, you're going to be doing 1/5 the amount of damage as a Cold Sorceress that you did to previously cold immune monsters when the Cold Sunder is applied. What this changes is now you're not going to want to rely totally on your Cold Mastery skill, but more so now on facets. So minus enemy cold res from gear still appears to work and at the 100% effectiveness. So you're going to want to get those cold facets in wherever you can to bring that cold res down. You're still going to absolutely destroy anything that wasn't a native cold immune, but now this for previously cold immune monsters, your Cold Mastery is only 1/5 effective, which means your damage is 1/5 of what it was. A significant decrease in Cold Sorc damage to cold immune monsters. Shockwave was fixed, unfortunately, but it was doing a little bit more damage. I'd like to see this reverse, because I don't think the damage that Shockwave was doing previously was too out of control. And I looked through these other fixes, and unfortunately, there was no rune stacking or loot filters mentioned. So it doesn't look like we're going to get those this season. Really high on my list for maybe next season. I'd also really love to see the whole unique item system reworked. Personally, we have so many unique items that are underutilized. So I'd love to see them get some love in future seasons. But I want to know what you guys think. Are you happy with these changes? I mean, I'm so excited for Assassin this season. Like, I am buy on Assassin, and I'm really looking forward to play it. Just the trap changes and the martial art changes, I'm super excited about. So what are you guys excited about? What would you have liked to see? What do you want to see for next season? Leave it in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.